We are live again on the Parenting Talk Show with Coach Ayolua. My name is Ayolua Adedeji, and I am the founder and the lead consultant at the Model Family Focus. And we are here today on the Parenting Talk Show, as usual, talking about parenting, learning parenting, and equipping ourselves with skills and strategies that we need to raise well-balanced children. If you are joining me for the first time, thank you for joining me. You are in the right place. And if you are a returning viewer, thank you for always joining me. And trust me again, I am here with another educative topic. Building a winning parent-school partnership. Building a winning parent-school partnership. At the Model Family Focus, what we do is that we talk about parenting. We teach parents how to parent. We equip parents with skills and strategies that they need to raise well-balanced children without compromising discipline, without compromising honor. So if you are parenting in this generation, trust me, you need a community like this where you can learn and grow on your parenting journey. Parenting is a lifelong journey. It is a journey. It is not a destination. So we keep learning, we keep growing, we keep learning, we keep growing. Not aiming at perfection, but aiming at progress. So if you are that parent that you want to make progress on your parenting journey, please don't miss any of the session on the Parenting Talk Show with Coach Ayolua. And please don't forget to share this link with parents, with friends, with your families, with your colleagues, your children, teachers, anyone that is parenting with you, that is co-parenting with you. Don't forget to share the link to this live session to those people. Today we are talking about building a winning parent-school partnership. Building a winning parent-school partnership. When you think about school, when you think of school, what comes to your mind? Do you see school as a place where your child just learn how to read and write, or do you see school as a partner with you, as an entity that is co-parenting with you? What do you see school as? How do you perceive? What comes to your mind when you hear school, or when you are sending your children to school? What runs through your mind? Is it just for your children to go and learn how to read and write, how to learn 1, 2, 3, numerals, alphabets, and all of that? Do you see school as a partner with you in raising your children? Do you see school as such? So today we are looking at how you and your child can work hand in hand. You and your child's school, yes, how you and your child's school can work hand in hand so that your child doesn't just survive in school but thrive. Yes, your child don't need just to survive, your child needs to thrive. And that is what you should look forward to when you are sending your children to school. So let's talk about why partnership matters. Why you, the parents, you need to, be in partnership with your children's school. Why is it even necessary? What matters? Why does that matter? Why is it necessary for you to partner with your school? School is not a replacement for parenting. No. School provides structure, academics, and exposure. Parents also provide values, emotional guidance, and continuity. So both are incomplete without each other. Both are incomplete without each other. As a parent, you are incomplete without your child's school. Your child's school is incomplete without you. So partnership matters. Both of you need to work together so that your children can thrive and not survive. So that you can prepare your children More than academics, you can prepare your children for the real world. So it is important that you partner with your children's school. It is very, 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 very important. If you see your children's school as just a place where your children just go to learn how to read and write, then you are wrong. You are wrong. Because consciously or unconsciously, your children's school is co-parenting with you. Whether you know it or not, whether you agree or you disagree, your children's school is co-parenting with you. If I can ask you, some of us, when we are growing up, we like some of our teachers and we say things like, I want to be like Mr. So, I want to be like Mrs. So. I was discussing with a school owner recently, and I told the school owner that enrolling my children in school is not a joke. It means I am committing my children's destiny into your hands. And I wouldn't want a school that will undo the system I am installing at home. So it is important that you take, your children's school as serious as the parenting system that you have at home. Like I said last week on this on the parenting talk show with Coach Ayelua, I said it last week that before you choose a school for your child, you must be sure of the school vision, the school value system. You must ensure that the school will not contradict the value system you have at home. It is important because if you are not working in partnership with your children's school, it means you are building a separate system at home. The school is building separate system, and you will end up raising confused children. Confused children with loss of identity, children with dysfunctional system. Yes, that is what's going to happen. So it is important to understand, to know that you need to be in partnership with your children's school. You need to see your children's school beyond academics, beyond learning how to read and how to write. Yes, I told the school owner I was talking with, I told her, I said, I'm conscious of where my children learn from, because who my children's teacher are has an influence on who my children will become. The same thing goes to you. Who teaches your children, who is your children's teacher, has potential to influence who your children will become. So it is important for you to partner with your school, with your children's school. So school is not a replacement of parenting. Don't send your children to school to parent for you. Schools don't parent children. Parents, you are the parents. You parent your children. But you have to be in partnership because the school is co-parenting with you. So both are incomplete without each other. So what are the consequences of no partnership? When you refuse to partner with your children's school, you get up, you end up raising children who are confused children. Children get confused when values at home clashes with school values. For instance, if at home you are building a value system, you believe in gentle discipline, whereas at school, the school's discipline system believe in harsh discipline like flogging, and all of that. That value system will clash, and your children will get confused. They won't even know what to believe. They won't know what to stand for. They won't know what to do. They won't know which one to follow. And if you have not noticed it, some of our children, especially if you have not been able to be connected with your children, some of our children trust their teachers even more than the parents. I've heard this many times. When you're trying to teach a child, maybe a child is struggling with home phone and you are trying to help out, and the child say, no, that's not how my teacher taught me. No, this is how I want to do. This is how my teacher taught me, and all of that. So it means that the role of your children's teacher is notable in who your children will become. So when there's no partnership between parents and schools, children get confused. They are confused with, clash in values. They don't know where they belong to. They don't know who to follow, who to believe. At home, the value system is different. At school, the value system is different. So this is one of the consequences when there is no partnership between schools and parents. Then teacher misinterpret children because parents don't give context. Last session on the Parenting Talk Show with Coach Ayolua, I addressed things to look out for in choosing school for your children. See, if you don't partner with your children's school, the teachers will misinterpret your children because you refuse to give context. Because you refuse to give context, they will misinterpret your children. They will misinterpret your children's strength as their weaknesses. Yes. There's a document we prepare at the Model Family Focus, and we call it User's Manual. User's Manual. At the Model Family Focus, we believe, our model believes that children are products manufactured, by God, the manufacturer. And we believe that for every product to function properly, the user needs to understand the manual. So using our toolkits, we develop user's manual, personalized user's manual for each child. This document comprises of the child's strength, the child's weakness, the child's the child's ability and capability and all of that. And we encourage parents to submit this to their children's school. This is to equip the parent, the teacher, the school owner as one of the users of the product. That is the child in this context. As the user of the product, it is to prepare them what to expect from that child, how to discipline that child, so that the child will not just survive, so that the child will thrive. So when you don't partner, that's a form of partnership. Having that kind of document, preparing such documents, for your children's teacher and the school owner, you are partnering with such school, and with that document, the teacher won't misinterpret your child. So if there is no partnership, teachers will misinterpret your children. They are likely to take their strength for their weakness. For instance, a child who is a trailblazer. Trailblazers wire children. By the way, if you have not read my book, Why Find Your Lost Purpose? A Parent Guide to Raising Purpose-Led Children, you are missing out. Honestly, you are missing out, because this book will help you to know who you are raising, how to handle your children. It will help you to identify your child's strengths, your child's growth edge, your child's wiring. It will guide you in preparing your children, even for the choice of study, course of study, the choice of career or profession they should go into. They should choose. This book is packed with tools. I developed 8 practical tools that will help you to decode who your child is. If you have not read that book, you are missing out. It's available on my online store, and it is accompanied with a workbook. This workbook will help you to parent with your body, soul, and spirit present. So in that book, I categorize different wiring of children into 4: trailblazers, thinksmates, nurturer, and luminary. So for a trailblazer child, they are wired to, to be in control. They love challenges. They love to tackle challenges. They are creators. They are the CEOs. They are the leaders and all of that. That is their strength. If you are unable to partner with your children's school and you are unable to communicate this strength, this uniqueness in your child, that strength may be misinterpreted by your children's teacher as pride, as rudeness and all of that. And it is not so. That is how they are wired. They need specialized discipline strategies to bring out the best in them. They are the kind of children that people will tag as stubborn, rude. Some people will even say, hey, this child needs iron hand. Those are the kind of children that we tag as children that need iron hand, that children that are proud and all of that. No, that labeling is not right. It's not correct about them. That is their strength. We just need to help them. We need to help them that as good as it is to be a leader, they are born leaders, yes. As much as it is good to be a leader, it is also good to be a good listener, to be a servant leader. So if you don't partner with your children's school, you won't be able to communicate all of this to your children's teacher. And your children will be misinterpreted. So another consequences of lack of partnership between parent and school is that parents misread, you miss red flags when they only check on report card. When you don't partner with your school, your children's school, you are likely to only focus on the academic area of your children's life. Just the grades, mathematics, English, language, and other subjects. So you can miss the red flags. You can miss the red flags if you don't partner with your children's school. If you don't partner with your children's school. So when parents and schools pull in different directions, the child suffers. It is your children who will suffer. Yes, the school has nothing to lose, so to say. Nothing as such. It is your children. So for the interest of your children, you should partner with your children's school. You should partner with your children's school. Because when you, the parents and the school, when you are in different directions, your value system is different, your vision is different, the system they are putting at home is different from the ones in school, your children will suffer. Your children will only survive. They will not thrive. So when they pull together, what happens? Your children will soar. When you are able to partner with your children's school, your children will not only do well academically, you will end up raising whole children. Because what that means is that the school will build on the system you are building at home. Yes. The school will build on the system you are building at home. That is when you partner with your children's school. So there are pillars of parent-school partnership. There are pillars. I'll break them down into 4 pillars. 4 pillars of parent-school partnership. The first pillar is communication. Communication. You need to be able to communicate with your children's school. There are schools now that use communication book every day, like our children's school, they use communication book. Every day the teacher communicates with us, what they notice in school about the child, they communicate and all of that. It is important. Don't be that parent that will just send your children to school. After all, you have paid the school fee, you have packed the lunch bag, you have, given them, you have bought books for them, you have bought school standards, school uniform and all of that. You have prepared, the material things. Fine, those things are good. They are very important, but don't stop at that. Be involved. Be an involved parent. Be involved. Attend PTA meetings, respond to notes, respond to messages. As a matter of fact, one of the things I will consider in before enrolling my children in a school is communication. I said it on the last week's show. One of the reasons why we didn't enroll our children in one school, even though the school has quite good recommendation and all of that, but there's no communication, process. No PTA meetings. You can't complain. You can no. I can't do that. The destiny of my children are too important to me that I won't be able to get feedback. I won't be able to, pass my comments and all of that. No. So you need to communicate. Communicate. And you must also have an open system where the school, also can communicate with you freely, where you can get feedback from your children's school. Respond to messages, share updates about your child. Part of there's a session in the user's manual about the social demographic details about the child, their height, their complexion, age, date of birth, allergies, and all of that is included in that document. It is important. We are not just putting it there. There's a reason why we put it there. It is for us to communicate with the teachers, with the school owners, that this is who our children are. This is what our children can do. This is what you shouldn't do with our children. Yes, for you to bring out the best out of our children. So you should share updates about your children, their emotional struggles, and all of that. There is one of our first son is allergic to cold. It is included in the user's manual. So that when there is cold, the teacher, the user, will be able to know, to understand how to handle our son. If your child is allergic to certain food, you communicate to the teacher. So communication is the first pillar of parent-school partnership. Communication. There should be communication system. You should communicate almost everything about your children. And should also be open to communication. You should be able to receive feedback. Sometimes you won't get positive feedback from your children, and it is okay. They are children, they are learning. That's part of the conversation I normally have with our children's school teachers and school owners. Our children will misbehave. Yes, it is likely that they misbehave because they are still learning. They are young, they are learning, so they will misbehave. They will misbehave. So when they misbehave, please do well to communicate with us. Communicate with us so that we can know what to do. I mean, there was a time we relocated from one area to another new area. And I went to pick our children at school. Auntie Shade, thank you for joining me. Good afternoon, ma'am. So, and the teacher told us that our son took someone's juice and drank. That has never happened. Oh, so when we knew that, when we heard that, we were able to work on our son, and we found out that the snacks that he was used to, where we were, living before, were different from the ones he met here. And out of curiosity, he wanted to taste. Oh, let me taste how these snacks look like. And that was his reason for taking another person's juice. And that was how we were able to, equip him in that area that, yes, you will see so many things, but you are not going to be able to taste everything. If there is no room for communication, how are we going to know that? So the first pillar of parent-school partnership is communication. If you don't have user's manual for your children, it is important. Please get across to us at the Model Family Focus. We will design one for your child. You need it for your child to thrive in school, not just to survive. So you should also be able to raise concerns. Don't wait until things explode. Sometimes what I have conversations with our children's teacher and the school owner just to know how our children are doing, not only academically. No, because we understand that school is not just a place where our children learn to read and write. They learn emotional intelligence. They learn how to relate with people. They learn how to, perceive life beyond their own, beyond our own living room. So it is very important. The second pillar is consistency. Consistency. Reinforce at home what the school teaches. That is why I keep saying, and I said it last week on this show, that every school is not right for your children. Because a building is tagged school, beautifully designed, with beautiful environments and all of that, doesn't mean it is right for your children. If you missed last session, you might need to watch it on my YouTube channel. If you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do so. There are questions that you need to ask beyond how much is the school fee. Most times, the first thing we consider is, can I afford the school fee? Fine, it is important too. You shouldn't put yourself under unnecessary stress because of school fee. But there are other important questions that you should ask before you can know, before you can identify that this school is right for my child. One of it is the school vision. What is the school vision? You need to be sure. That means you as a family must have your family vision. This takes us back to family system installation. If you don't have the family system installation, you won't even understand what I'm saying. You won't. So as a family, you need your family system installed. You should run your family as a business. If you don't run your family as a business, there's a problem. Yes, because business thrive on principles, on systems, on structures. So also your family should. Parenting is not a guesswork. It is not. It is a serious business. Yes. So if you don't have your family system installed, you are wrong, go. And you need to contact us at the Model Family Focus. We will help you out. We will guide you through, crafting your family vision, your family value system, your perceptual code, and everything that will make your family a running, family. We will install the system that will keep your family together, even when every member of the family is far apart. It is important. So when you have your family vision, then that will guide the right school, choosing the right school for your children. So if your family vision is to raise tech guru, I'm just using that as an example. If your family vision is to raise tech guru, and a school vision is to raise authors. Yes, let's say authors, people that can write books and all of that. They are two different things. So if the system you are putting in place at home, your vision that you are, installing at home is to raise tech guru, and you are sending your children to school where the vision is to raise authors, can you see that there is clash in vision and you will end up raising confused children? Because what your children will learn at school will contradict what you are doing at home. So you need to be sure that you and your family and your children's school are in partnership. You have the same vision. You have the same value system. If your value as a family is humility, and you're enrolling your children in a school where they glorify materialism, you will end up raising a confused child, because your child will not eventually know where he or she belongs to. So it is important. There should be consistency. You should reinforce at home what the school teaches, reading habits, respect, punctuality, and all of that. You should avoid contradicting teachers openly. That is why choosing a school for your children shouldn't be a joke. It shouldn't be a joke, because it is not a joke. It is not a joke. So you should consider your children's teacher, their values, the morals, their habits, so that you will avoid contradicting your children's teachers openly in front of your children. Consistency. That's the second pillar of parent-school partnership. Number 3 is collaboration. Collaboration. You need to partner in projects, school events, volunteer opportunities. When there are activities in school, prepare your children to participate. Where your attention is needed, be present. Be present. I don't think there's never been an event in our children's schools that we don't attend. If time permits, the two of us, I and my husband, we attend. If not, at least one person, at least one of us will attend. It is a kind of partnership with your children's school. Don't just drop your children and drop off and zoom off. No. Show interest. Participate. Let your children see you. It communicates to your children that they matter to you. That they matter to you. Sometimes we have to cancel some other activities so that we can attend our children's events at school. It is very important. Number 4, character alignment. Character alignment. School teaches discipline, almost back it up. Don't undo what the school is doing in your children. Again, this is to tell you that the choice of school for your children is something that you should be intentional about. You should be intentional about it. You shouldn't just send your children to school. No, you should place your children in school intentionally. Intentionally. Be intentional. Don't just send your children to school. My children need to go to school. My children need to go and learn how to read and write. And once I pay the school fee, once I'm able to buy books, once I'm buying snacks and everything, then I am doing well. Thank you. You are doing well, but you need to do more. You need to do more. If school says no bullying and your own excuses, disrespect, confusion will set in, your children will be confused. Your children will be confused. Whatever value the school is instilling in your children, you should back it up at home. You should back it up at home. If a teacher complains of laziness, but you defend your child, your children teacher complain that your children or your child is lazy, and without investigating, without anything, you just defend your child and all of that, you are raising confused children, because truly it could be that your child is showing laziness at school. So it is important that there is character alignment. What is going on in your school should also continue in the school, even if it is not 100%. Yes, I understand that the system might be different, but it should complement each other. It shouldn't contradict. Your children's school shouldn't contradict your character system at all. It shouldn't. It should complement each other. So I talked about 4 pillars of parent-school partnership. I talked about communication as the first pillar, consistency as the second pillar, collaboration as the third pillar, and character alignment as the fourth pillar. So let's Let me run you through checklists for parents. That these are the things that you can use to build parent-school partnership with your children's school. This is checklist for you as a parent. The first thing is that you should know your child's teacher by name, not auntie, uncle. You know, we are fond of that in this part of the world. Uncle, auntie, no. You should know your child's teacher's full name. Yes, full name. Full name. You should be able to to say your teacher, to call your teacher by your child's teacher by his or her name, not by uncle, not by auntie, not by mistress, and every other name or nickname that we are used to. The second one on the checklist is to set aside time weekly to talk about school beyond homework. Beyond homework. If your child's school uses communication book, it may also serve as this, because every day you communicate with the teacher will communicate to you and all of that. But if your child's school is not using communication book, it is important for you to, excuse me, to intentionally set out time weekly to talk about school beyond homework. Talk about it with your child and talk with your children's teacher, your child's teacher, about outside homework. How is my child behaving in school? How is he improving? How about his communication skills and all of that? Most times when we go to schools for our children's open day, these are the questions that I ask. Yeah, how is he able to communicate in class? How is my child able to relate with other children in school? These are important conversations that you should have with your children's teacher. So you need to set aside time, 10 minutes, 15 minutes weekly, just be consistent to talk about school beyond homework. Number 3, encourage your child to see teachers as allies, not enemies. You need to be able to let your child see his or her teacher as allies, as someone who is co-parenting with you and not as enemies. Some of us struggle with mathematics in school because we do not like mathematics teacher. The truth is that if you don't like a teacher, you are likely not to understand the subject that the teacher is teaching. Yes, before your child can understand what the teacher is saying, there should be a connect. And this is one thing I look out for in my children's teacher. I take my time to understand if our children are able to connect with their teachers. And when we relocated from where we were living some times ago, when our children went to school, and the first day at school, when they came back, and our son said, "Oh, mommy, I like my teacher," I was very happy because I can see that there's connection. So that teacher will be able to influence your child, and that is why you shouldn't just choose any school. You shouldn't just choose anybody to be your children's teacher. It should be someone that has the same value with you, the same vision that you have as a family. So you need to encourage your child to see teachers as allies, not as enemies. Sometimes the teachers will not do what our children like. Of course, they are not ice cream. They can't always do what they like. They should, even at that point, they should see them as allies, not as enemies. Not as enemies. Number 4, attend school functions. Make it a point of responsibility to attend functions in your children's school. Yes, it is important. It is a form of partnership with your children's school. When they call PTA meeting, just like I said earlier, attend. When the activities, they are doing cultural day, color day, what other activities, career day, and all of that, participate, attend functions, school functions. That is a form of partnership, and you're also communicating to your children that you matter to me. Even in my busy schedule, you are so important that I have to create time for you. It is important. It is important. Sometimes when we want to, trick our children when they're having activities at school, and they say, "Mommy, are you coming to our event tomorrow?" I say, "Oh, my schedule is tight. I don't think I'll be able." "Oh, Daddy, will you come?" Oh, Daddy will say, "No, I don't think I'll come." They will be begging, "Mommy, please come. Daddy, please come. We want to see you. Daddy, please come," and all of that. It communicates to them that they matter to you. Schedule your time. I understand we have a lot of things to attend to, but our children should be part of that lot of things that we need to attend to. So you should attend school functions as much as you can. Number 5, align discipline styles where possible. Align discipline styles where possible. Again, this brings us back to your family system installation, because it is in your family system installation that you will design your discipline styles, your discipline strategies. So if you have your discipline strategy in place, you will be able to communicate it to your school, your child's school, and you can work in alignment. That the kind of discipline you give at home is the kind of discipline your children will receive at school when they commit the same error. So it is important. Don't be, if you don't believe in harsh discipline, your discipline style, your discipline system at home is gentle discipline, positive discipline, and you enroll your children in a school where they don't believe in gentle discipline, and they flog your child, and you are going to school to fight. You have heard cases like that parents will even go to school to go and beat their child's teacher. Don't be that parent. Yes, don't be that parent. You can avoid that initially. That's one of the conversations we will have with our children's school, even before we enroll them. This is our discipline strategy at home. Will you be able to work with it? It is important. It is important. So there should be discipline alignment. Your discipline style should align with your child's school. Don't just enroll your children because the school, they will figure it out, and when issues come up, you escalate issues and you fight and all of that. No. These are things that you should consider before choosing a school for your child. Does this school discipline alignment, discipline style, does it align with our discipline style at home? If yes, then fine, go ahead. If no, if you can influence the school discipline system, I've had the case, I've done that. Yes. So if you can influence it, if you can let them see the reason why your discipline approach should be adopted, you can do that. You can do that. You can do that. So you should align discipline styles where possible. I've talked about the checklist for parents. Checklist for parents. Practical steps that you can take. I talked about knowing your child's teacher by name. I talked about setting time aside weekly to talk about school beyond homework. I talk about encouraging your child to see their teachers as allies, not as enemies, not as problems. And I talk about attending school functions as much as you can. It is important. Then lastly, I talk about aligning discipline styles where possible. You should align your discipline style with your child's school discipline style where possible. And of course, it is very possible. Only if we are intentional. It is possible. Even in schools where they don't believe, I've been to a school where they don't believe in gentle discipline. They believe in flogging, beating, and all of that. And I was able to influence the school discipline system. This is why you shouldn't beat a child. These are things that you should do instead of beating a child. We are beating children because we don't know what else to do. There are other discipline strategies that we can put in place to discipline our children. So if you can influence, if you have, that ability, that capability to influence the school discipline system, to align with your school, of course, you must be sure that your discipline system is a positive one. Yes, you must be sure that it is a positive one. So you can influence your child's school, discipline system. Schools can teach your child, but only you can raise them. And part of raising, one of the ways to raise your children as whole children is to enroll them in school that fits in, your children's unique design. Your children's unique design. Every school is not good for your children. Yes, every school is not good for your children. You should be able to, screen schools before you enroll your child in a school. So schools can teach your children, but you, the parent, you raise them. And partnership bridges that gap. Partnership bridges that gap. It is important that as parents, you partner with your children's school. If you have not been doing that, this is the right time to start. It is important. Don't just drop your children at school. Some of us don't even care about how our children are faring in school. We don't even care about the subjects they are, offering at school. We don't even want to know. All we want to see is your child coming first, your child scoring A and all of that. While that is good, it is good. But school, just as I said in the introduction, school is beyond a place where a child learns how to read and write. It is a place of influence. It is a place that has the potential to either make or mar your children. If you choose the wrong school for your child, you can destroy your child's special design. Your child's uniqueness can be destroyed. So it is important that you are intentional about enrolling your children in a school. It is not just about sending them to go and learn and read and write. No, it is not. School is more than a place where your children learn how to read and write. School influences your children. It influences your children. That's where your children will make friends. That's where they learn how to interact with people. That's where they learn some skills that cannot even be taught at home. Yes, the skills that your children will learn outside. You just need to build the foundation at home. And school is one of the places where your children will learn. So, school is a gateway into your child's destiny. Yes, don't be careless about enrolling your children in any school. So if you have not been partnering with your children's school, here is the time. You now have the permission to partner with your children's school. Start something, start small, like reaching out to your child's teacher once a week, checking on your child. Sometimes, even during school hour, I call our children. I call the teacher, talk to the teacher, How is our son doing? How is our daughter doing? We ask the teacher to give the phone to our children. We communicate with them. We are involved. And you should be involved as a parent. You should be involved in your children's well-being, not just academics, not just scoring good grades. That is important, but it shouldn't end there. So, when parents and school collaborate, the child wins. When you collaborate with your children's school, with your child's school, your child wins. And that is the ultimate goal. The ultimate goal is to raise children who thrive academically, mentally, socially, emotionally, and all round whole children. That is the goal, to raise whole child. Children who are whole, who are not just academically sound, who are morally sound, who not children who are academically sound and morally bankrupt. No. Children who are old, emotionally they are old, health-wise they are old, academically they are there, socially they are there, and all of that. And trust me, if your child is old in every other area, your child, you don't need to push your child to learn. Your child will thrive academically. Your child will not strive, will not just strive. Your child will not just survive. Your child will thrive all round. All round. So it is important that you partner with your children's school. Schools alone cannot do it. For those of us that have our children in boarding house, yes, we can still do that. We can still partner with our children's school. In fact, there's an opportunity for us to partner with our children's school. At the Modern Family Focus, we have a course on preparing children for boarding house. And one of the things that we discuss in that course is, partnership, relating with the school authority, not just leaving your child, that your child will figure it out. There are things that children shouldn't be left to figure out by themselves. There are things we need to help them to figure out. So it is important that we partner with our children's school, that we are involved in our children's school, not just in their academics, the whole thing, the whole process in their academic environment. Also, I want to remind you, if you have not gotten my book, if you have not read my book, Discipline Without Damage, you are wrong. You are wrong. Like I do say, parenting is a learned skill. Parenting is not intuitive. Don't parent on assumptions. We need to keep learning, because parenting is a journey, is a lifelong journey, is a lifelong commitment. We keep learning, we keep growing. We keep learning, we keep growing. Even as a parenting coach, I keep learning and I keep growing. And I want you to grow as much as I am growing. Because if we are able to raise whole children, our society will be what it's supposed to be. Our society can be better only if we are able to get it right from home. And it starts from parenting. Yes, it starts from parenting. So my book, Discipline Without Damage, Why Find Your Lost Purpose, they are my latest books. And trust me, they will change how you see parenting. Honestly, I can tell you that confidently, that if you're able to read those books and you put all the tools, all the strategies, all the toolkits that I designed, you put them into use, they are tested, they are trusted, they are practicals, they are useful, they are effective. They are effective. If you're able to put them into use, trust me, you will raise whole children. You will raise balanced children. And again, there's another thing cooking. I am also writing a book titled What I Wish I Knew Before Becoming a Parent. Trust me, this is going to be another banger. Hey, this is going to be another banger for sure. So all these books, all my books are available on my seller store. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube channel, please do well to subscribe on my YouTube channel. There are videos that you can watch, that you can learn about parenting. And if you miss any of this session, any of the parenting talk show with Coach Aidua, it's always available on my YouTube channel, because after 30 days, my landlord, our landlord, Mark Zuckerberg, will delete this live session, but it will definitely be available on my YouTube channel. So you can always go back to watch them. Trust me, don't let me just make too much awareness. A lot is cooking at the Model Family Focus, and trust me that we have you in mind, and we want you to thrive in your parenting journey. If you have not followed me on Facebook, on YouTube, or if you have not subscribed on YouTube, on Instagram, on TikTok, please do so. I teach about parenting every blessed day, every day. That's what I do, and I love to see you thriving in your parenting journey. Thank you all for joining this edition of the Parenting Talk Show with Coach Ayoluwa. Every year by 2 p.m., we are here talking about parenting, teaching ourselves about parenting. And trust me, if you have been joining me, you will know that this talk show is not what any parent should miss. Honestly, it is not what any parent should miss. What I'm giving you for free, they are paid courses. Yes, they are paid courses. And here I am, giving it to you free, or make use of them. Don't just, you are not paying to get access to it, so it's just to watch and all of that. There's no point learning without implementing. Anything you are learning here, do well to implement them. And this is me again. This is me again, your parenting guru, Coach Ayoluwa, telling you to keep parenting with intention.